being the Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellor, Head of Department, Theatre and Communication Arts, lecturers present, fellow HASSAINI, ladies and gentlemen. I am Maureen Zamrem, welcoming you to the prestigious Open Air Theatre. The play you're about to watch is a 300-level production class titled The Legendary Inikpi, written by Emi Onuja Idegu, directed by Ihanacho Iweha and Julchi Lana. It has been coordinated by Ruben EMBU and HASSAINI. Please remember to switch off your handset and have a wonderful time.
I must say, it was a wonderful performance. My people, our ancestors, greet you all. My royal advisors, greet you also. How does the attack measure the success of his rule and the state of mind of his people, if not through regular meetings like this with you? your servant the king. Thank you all for honoring his call. The stool of our forefathers, which I occupy, belongs to you all. I learned that my children have recorded good harvest this year. Your presence and tribute have sent proof to me on how hard my children are working and how faithful the girls have blessed our farm. Yes, my son.
Dabai, you are correct. Only that as for me, it has been a bad and tough year.
A bad and tough year, you say?
Agabaidu. Bushfire has consumed a greater portion of my yam, cassava, and maize.
Nago, my son. That is why I always advise all of you not to set fire on your farmland until all your farm produce have been brought home. Pity. So, my son, how have you been feeding?
Agabaidu. My neighbor Idako has been feeding my family, and it has not been easy for him at all.
Agabaidu.
Yes?
Of course, it has not been easy. But I thank our ancestors that we still have enough to share.
That is very good of you, my son.
Agabaidu.
Very good of you.
Agabaidu.
Go on.
I heard about my friend's plight while I was away in my in-laws' village, attending to my father-in-law's farm. But now that I am here, I should be able to assist him too.
That is the spirit. That is the spirit, my people. Always help one another when in need. Does that mean my children have no more problems? My chief and I want to know, so as to find solution on how to solve them.
Amideju!
What is it, my daughter?
Your Highness, my long-standing problem has been long of an offspring. I have been married for 4 painful years. Always done what other married women do. Yes. No month, Your Highness, have I fallen ill to signify the early stage of being in double body.
Take heart, my daughter. Maybe it is not yet the wish of our ancestors to bless you with one.
Amideju!
Yes?
But my man can hardly wait. In fact, he has threatened to send me back to my parents if I the next harvest season. My belly begins to pulse.
Come nearer, my daughter. Does your man have children by his other wife?
Amideju! He has 18 children. No wife.
Meaning the problem is with you then?
Yes, Your Highness.
I see. Do not refuse your husband's night call. And 3 months from now, report to me if there's no change.
Amideju! Many things reign forever.
Yes, my daughter. I can see you want to talk.
Your Highness, my own problem is not with childbirth at all.
Go on. So what is it that bothers my daughter?
I have knelt down 7 times already. But gentle on the whole. Only 2 of my children survived.
What happened, my daughter?
Between the ages of 3 and 6 months, Your Highness, 5 of them went back.
Did you make any effort to uncover the mystery behind this sorrow?
I did.
So what happened after that?
Yes, The problem still lingered on. I consulted 3 different herbalists.
So what did
Each
they
of them telling me different stories. One of them said that the problem is with my grandmother.
Your grandmother?
Yes, Your Highness. According to him, I offended her when I was a child. For which sake she cursed me.
My daughter, that punishment could be forgiven. Try and appease her spirit, and the magic is done.
Your Highness, I was eager to do that. But before I could return home from the medicine man's house, she joined their ancestors.
But even then, my daughter, the problem is still surmountable. Just appease her spirit. Try and appease her spirit.
Yes, Your Highness.
So, my daughter, try and appease her spirit and come and report to me as soon as possible.
Your Highness, I was eager to do that. But this problem still lingered on. That was why I went to the second herbalist.
So, what was the reason for all this as told you by the church of what you meant?
My lord, I was too tired and hopeless. I can't even remember all he said. I only managed to hear him say, I should call my husband and his other wife to his shrine for settlement.
Oh, meaning the problem is within the house and not from elsewhere.
That was what he said, Your Highness.
I see. But did you go to see him with your man and maid?
I'm engaged. Each time I remind them, they keep saying, we shall make it the next market day. We shall make it the next market day. Till today, the market day is yet to come.
I see. In that case, tell them the king wants to see all of you tomorrow.
I'm engaged.
Yes, the king and his advisors will meet with you tomorrow to settle the matter once and for all, so that my daughter's mind will be at
I'm
peace.
engaged. May you reign forever.
Yes, my people. It is never in the interest of our ancestors that any of us should suffer. Whoever has problems should not hesitate in calling on our ancestors for assistance. My palace here is your second home. You are always welcome with your complaints. My chiefs and I are ready to share with you your joys and your sorrows. Be it family problems, farm difficulties, or anything that disturbs the peace and mind of my children, just rush straight here and whisper them to my ears. As you continue to till the soil and hunt far and wide, while trading on our land and other clients' land, always be careful. I repeat, always be careful. Do not make trouble with our neighbors. And whenever there's a form of conflict, do not delay in letting me know. We have certainly heard that some neighboring clients intend to abuse our magnanimity and peace-loving nature. I promise you all, when I took over this throne from my forefathers, that there shall be no peace in the Gala land until all the enemies of the Gala land are silent. Your servant alone cannot do without the support of his children. We are always ready to defend our land. I will retreat into my chambers for further discussion and deliberation with my advisors. Those of you that want to see the king can do so the next market day. But then, live with each other in peace.
Ataki akabele ki achabele. Ato bado bada. Akwi kirikiri ki ato. no potito. Eto lejo na kiado kauja. Oto bada. Gabai.
King of lions, your reign, your highness, will be greater than your father's.
Whoever does not wish you well, may our ancestors strike him down.
Agabaidu, protector of the fatherless, the helper of the needy. Your praises, Agabaidu, will be sung here and hereafter.
Agabaidu, the pot that never gets tired of cooking. We, your noble subjects, stay under your protective wing. May your reign be full of joy.
Royal advisors, what can the king do without the support of our ancestors? Tell me, how can I administer justice without your rewarding counsel? May our ancestors continue to bless you all. Your farms will yield good food this year to feed your numerous mouths and justify your labor.
Long live His Highness.
Gabaidu, King of Lions, Achele Kimakita, the great giver of gifts without con. Akabele Kiachabele, the one who does what he decrees without objection. Tell me, Gabaidu, tell your servants why your enemy will not forever bow at your command.
May our gods, may our ancestors be praised.
I thank you all.
Gabaidu, we are always at your service.
2 markets from now, the 10 appointed chiefs will be beaten.
As your highness pleases.
With them, we assure accurate collection of tribute, good securities around our boundary lines, and total commitment of my people to the royal stool.
That's correct, Your Highness.
Interestingly, Your Highness, there shall be no more conflict between the 2 warring clans, since Your Highness has appointed 5 men each from the rival groups as chiefs.
Amanata, it was a wise decision indeed.
A wise decision.
Yes.
Let them be informed immediately that I shall meet with them 13 days from now for sharing of responsibilities and duties.
As your majesty pleases.
Baidu, we've not yet said anything about the 11th chief to be appointed.
Oh, Mommy, that is correct. I learned that the kingmakers have advanced on that issue. They are due to me to report to me very soon. That is true, Your Highness. But, Your Highness, they are not finding it that easy.
Gabaidu, what is the order this time around?
Some stiff rivalry between Abalaka and Ido, the 2 aspirants.
If they were able to complete the other assignment and peacefully come up with the 10 appointed chiefs to be beaten, then I don't think the 11th one would be enough too hard for them to crack.
Oh dear, Kibokakala. Ataki man no kon, Kim Dada Boy. Ato bada. Inyeleke Kimami Moton Timalamo John. Apiti Rikiki Ato Gidagbedo. Gabai. Wow. I don't know. You always come late. I don't know for him. Welcome. Hey, give me my own. Hey. This one is always me on you. I'll never miss it, though. So, what are you going to do today? We'll play, ma. You always come late. We are not playing. We are not playing. Now. my mommy.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow we are going to play again. Wait. I have a surprise for everybody. Grandmother will soon be around to tell us another story. The tortoise and the hell. This time around, but it's about our history. In fact, our glorious past. Now, very soon. Wait. I push you along you. I beg. I don't want How are you all? Hey, my granddaughter, are you and your friends ready for that great story? Yeah. But because of the importance of the story, I invited the whole village to come and sit and listen. Is that so? Yes. My friends and I will sit with them while you tell us that story. Very good. In that case, you all take comfortable positions as I begin the story. History of reality. The young generation need to be told the history of their people. This history has been told by various people using different sources at divergent times. Yet, I'll tell you one of such as I saw it happen. Long time ago, the Atai Gala and the Oba of Benin used to be bosom friends. Their friendship had a reason. The Ata was learned in the act of making royal eunuchs for himself in his palace. Very typical of rulers in those days, and even where tradition is respected today. The Oba always sent some of his men for this operation, after which the Ata would send them back, escorted by his own messenger. The Atai Gala's men did not return home. There was a war going on that blocked their way back to their... Instead of going back to the Oba to tell him of the war and the suspended journey, they went back to stay in the Lee camp and join themselves. Yes, sir. Weeks went off. After waiting in vain, the Ata decided with his advisors to take war to Benin and see things for themselves. And more so, release their people. For Ata thought that the long expansionist desire of the Oba was begun with his messenger. A potion was prepared and administered on the warrior, which made them metal-proof. They will be shot arrows, swords, and spears. Yet they will not be hurt. To achieve this, they were ordered to keep up love-making while at war. This was the elite force. The army was battle-ready to meet the other men across the River Niger. Very conscious of the attack. The early days of the war were to my people's advantage. The honor was taken by surprise, but one war from a friend before. Wasai Gala's men inflicted genocide people. The messengers who caused this havoc returned to meet the anger of the attack, and they were punished accordingly. Ah, what a shame. What an act of disobedience. Anyway, the attack, Alegba Omaidoko and his advisors were thinking of what next to do. What step to take to reconcile with the Oba. When the vexed Oba sent a warm message to the attack, oh yes, he was up to totally deal with the attack and his people, and if possible, take them as slaves.
No! This act of barbaric buffoonery must be met with excruciating pains and destruction. That buffoon, that fool of a brat must be taught a bitter lesson. That inconsequential Ataigala must bow to me. He must be made to vomit more than he ever swallowed. Ay, ay, ay. You! Make sure the war message gets to him first. And you! Get our warriors ready. Sharpen your swords and arrows to fight for the land. For there shall be no peace. Until the entire people are brought under total destruction and subjection. I have spoken. Send word to him immediately.
Hear the attack's response.
May you live long. Nobody should blame you about for sending us such a war message. It is sad that some of us stay with it now and disobey the advice of our oracles. And go free.
Destruction, Your Highness. Destruction is always the outcome.
Oh yes! Such has been an minister on the enemies and traitors of this land.
And it was done according to the tradition of the land.
What a defeat! It is a sad story, elders of this land.
Kabadi, it is a matter that nobody talking for you about.
It was a real disgrace to the land, which our ancestors will never take lightly. Something has to be done quick to avert further destruction.
First, an apology. Then, some appeasement. That will be followed by a general cleansing of the land.
May you live forever.
Did I not vow before the gods of this land and our ancestors when I was crowned king that with your support all, I shall silence the enemies of the Galala forever?
Your Highness, you did.
Why then did my people decide to disobey the oracle?
It will never happen again.
Whoever disobeyed the will and advice of our oracle will pay with his life. I have said so.
As our Lord and King pleases.
A message has been brought to us. A war! A very serious war is coming. Royal advisors, men of wisdom, advise me on how to define my friend the Oba.
Royal advisors, war messages are not new to us.
You are correct.
We have witnessed severe battles before, and this must be paid to courage.
Yes.
Agabai, our ancestors are always ready to help.
That is true, Gabaji. Our ancestors are always ready to help us. But first, Gabaji, royal counselors, we must learn from our past mistakes.
Ijoko, my father. My people, have you forgotten our war against the Jukun?
Gabaji, how can we? Complete obedience. Absolute disobedience works the miracle with the assistance of divine powers from beyond.
Gabai, the mere remembrance of that great heroic battle makes me feel we are already victorious as far as the overspending war is concerned.
Okata! Any king who is aware of this historic battle needs not to provoke us to any war at all.
At all. Gabaidu, I love to sing that song. In the war and total liberation of the galaxy from the Ukari, they are bad people.
Oh, here, Mogolo.
Gabaidu,
The one who sings and makes even the dead dance. Sing on.
Atafuma Tukata.